Hello, good afternoon, everybody. How are you all today?
Yay.
All right, that didn't sound. Are you all tired? That sounded pretty tired. Let's hear it. How are you all doing today? That's a little better. All right, all right. So, this is going to be a Q&A with Niki Yang. To let you know, because it's always a question, video, audio recording, and pictures are all okay. So, feel free to record, do as you may. And so, let me introduce to you then, Niki Yang.
Hello everyone.
There we go.
That's good. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to sit on here. Okay, how are you guys doing? Good? I came from LA yesterday. Just kidding. Okay, I'm going to talk about myself first a little bit, and then if you guys have any questions. I came from Korea to study animation, and I studied at CalArts. And after I graduated, I got a job as a board revisionist at Family Guy. And after that, I worked with the federator to develop my shorts. And during we developed the shorts, I met Penn Moore. He was right next to my cubicle, and then he was making Adventure Time at the time. And we hung out a little bit, drinking together and stuff like that. And then he knows I speak Korean, so he asked me if I an audition for Lady Rainicorn. So I did, and then they liked it, so I got that part. And then at the time, so at the time I moved to Nickelodeon, I worked for animation series called BMO Lady. And then after I finished that, I went to Adventure Time to do the storyboard. So I was doing Lady Rainicorn's voice, and they liked my voice, and then they asked me if I want to do BMO, just audition in BMO, and they were struggling to find BMO's voice. So they tried to do some like really adult voice and really like low tone, like, and then they didn't like it, and then so they tried like a couple of other people, and then they asked me, and then they liked it. So I got that part, and so I worked on the couple episodes for season 1, and after that I moved to Fishhooks. So I write a storyboard for Fishhook for a while, and then I went to Gravity Falls for its first season, doing storyboard, and then now I'm back to Cartoon Network and doing board for Clarions, which is going to premiere April 14th. It's coming up pretty soon. So if you guys have a cable, I don't have it at my home, but if you guys have a cable, I think it's 7 o'clock. Yeah, keep an eye on it. It's a really good show. And yeah, wait a second. I do the voice for Annie Cho from Gravity Falls as well. Yeah, that's it. Do you have any questions?
So you have a lot of like different roles as far as character voices and also in the field of animation. What would you say is the most fun part of your job?
As a voice actor or as a artist?
All of it.
Voice acting is totally different than what I was planning in my life. And then especially for Adventure Time, we recorded together. So there's a lot of famous people like Tom Kenny and John DiMaggio in the actually books together, and Jeremy Shadé too. So it's really inspiring to see their performance. So that's really a fun part. And as an artist, I got to meet a lot of talented people like Ken Lord and then Natasha. I worked together, and Alex Hirsch, and right now is Skylar Page, the creator of Clarion, so it's very inspiring. And some people doesn't like to jump from one project to a different project because it's a lot of work to get to know the character and draw one model and stuff. But I'm really enjoying it. It just feel like you experience a different life almost. Storyboard artists often like treat themselves as an actor, so you have to put yourself to the character to act out and then draw. So I'm enjoying it. Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Little kitty?
What is it like being Lady Rainicorn?
Oh, that's totally me, just talking, speaking Korean. I don't really act, that's how I usually speak. And then the funny thing is when Lady Rainicorn pregnant, 5 pups, I actually got pregnant too. So I didn't have 5 pups, thank God, but I have a little boy. But yeah, it's a good character, I like it.
Did you have the opportunity to storyboard any scenes that you knew you were going to be voice acting for? And did you get to influence what happened in those scenes and what you would say?
Actually, I didn't have a chance to storyboard. Let's see, I tried to think. Candy, maybe Gravity Fall, Candy. I think I storyboard and then I recorded. But you guys, I don't know how much you guys are familiar with the storyboard process, but there's a two-way. There's Adventure Time is actually, we call the board-driven show. We get the outline, which is 2 pages of a brief storyline, and then we get to write the dialogue. And Gravity Fall is a script-driven show, which is a script format, which is 11, 12 pages, and then all dialogue already written. So I don't have a create freedom to write my dialogue. So Candy Show, what I got is like I have to just follow the dialogue, but I can act like what she would do, how she would say, like a little bit different tone. So I just draw that kind of acting. So yeah, that's it.
This is actually a two-part question. Number one, since you do Lady Rainicorn in Korean, do you write the lines for Lady in Korean, or do you get them in English and then try to translate them? And number two, when you storyboard, and especially on the characters you get to voice, if you ever do that, do you get to play with the lines you do? Or for example, who wants to play video games? Was it from you, or someone else gave it to you?
The first question, they wrote in English and I translate, and so they always make sure that I don't say anything bad.
That was the
yeah, and then I can't because right after the show is on air, everybody let's translate and then put it on the web, and then that's pretty exactly what I say. And sometimes I feel bad because some of the dialogue is so funny, and then we don't translate in the TV. So, but oh well, the bloggers do the job. And the second question, those things sometimes I come up with something I read differently, and then they like it, but. Specifically that Who Wants Video Games, that one is from the casting voice director, which Kent Osborne came up with, and then they asked me to do it. And then sometimes I think when storyboard artists pitch the episode, they do the voice, and then that's what they ask for me to copy those tones.
We all love you, BMO. Who's your favorite person to voice actress to? Lady Rainicorn or BMO or others? Which is your favorite?
I love BMO because he has a very multiple personality. especially he thought he's really tough, and then he's a little boy, but he likes to protect the Finn and Jake. I like that, and then when he speaks, like as a football and talking to the mirror, that part is great. Yeah.
What's it like as an artist and a voice actor to see yourself in TV?
What's that? What? Sorry.
Here, I'll ask you. What's it like for you to see your art and also your voice acting on TV? What's it like for you to see it come alive?
Ugh. I don't like it. I mean, right now I got a lot better, feel comfortable. But when I listen to my voice in the TV, I was like, oh, that's really bad. And especially I'm no actor, and then everybody's actors, and I feel like I don't really act too much, which I think that's why Pen really like it, because it's so monotone and then very, very immature kind of feeling on it. So it's very uncomfortable for me, but I got feel better by now.
Any stories when you were working on the show that was kind of weird or strange that just happened, or anything that since the show is pretty weird on its own?
Any weird thing happened while I'm working? Let's see. No, not really, but the Adventure Time first season was very rough. I don't know if anybody, I don't know, am I supposed to say that or not? We try to find the tune or color of the show, and it's always a battle with the network, which is Cartoon Network, and then they have their own vision, and then Penn has their own vision, and they always battle, so it was really tough. And a lot of people left, and then, new people came, and that was very rough time, but I think it was really weird, but it was very hard time, and I think one time Penn told me that he cried every night in the first season. So I think that's strange enough. The boys are crying.
Thank you for being here. So for someone who wants to get into the voice acting business, is there any advice you would give to them to let them start or get a step into the industry?
Actually, I'm not the right person to ask because I took the shortcut. Yeah, but I know everybody's journeys are different, but I know the regular way is you have to build a demo reel and then you send it to the agents. That's a very standard way to get into the industry. And I don't know if you can do simple demo and send it to creator of the show that you love, maybe. Good luck.
How did you think of the how would you picture before you started voice acting BMO? How would you think it would sound before you started voice acting BMO?
How did I see BMO before I did the voice?
How would you think it sound before you voiced it?
First time when I saw him, I thought it's really, just instantly I should do the, little boy voice. Because right now it's genderless, but actually it was boy. So I tried to do a little, 5-year-old boy kind of voice. And then whenever I try to act out, they say no, don't act, just say it like a robot, monotone robot. I thought I did, but anyway, yeah. But that's what I was going for. I have two I studied character animation.
Character animation. Oh, so what really inspired you, or why did you want to be a character animation? What's so appealing to you about it?
Oh, I was always a big fan of comic book, and then I enjoy reading and writing. So just to put them together, it's storyboard is a perfect job for me. Actually, I thought I want to be a character designer, so I had an internship as a character designer at Plastic Chupo, which is closed right now. And then I didn't really like it that much. And the storyboard is just, I liked it a lot.
Hi, what comic books in particular inspired you to want to do it, or animation and stuff?
I grew up in Korea, so I read a lot of Korean comic book and Japanese comic book. And I love Shinchan. And then I grew up with a lot of Miyazaki's animation, especially Future Boy Conan. I don't know, I don't think it was big here, but it was huge over there. I love that. And that's my goal. Yeah. Any other questions?
Are there any lines from any of your characters that you're particularly fond of?
Any lines?
Yeah.
I love it, like BMO always say like, who wants to play video game? That part.
How do the people around you, or like any friends or family, feel about you voice acting and doing that?
The funny fact is nobody really didn't know what I was doing in the Korean. And I think one of my cousins in the East Coast visited my family, and then she was a huge fan of Adventure Time, and she found that I'm doing the voice. So my family found out like, oh, that's a big deal. And right now they are super supportive. And I'm the only one doing art from family, so they had kind of clear eye before, but right now it's very supportive.
This is not a two-part question, by the way, it's only one. What's your favorite character to write across all the shows you did? But you did before and that you're doing now.
My favorite character to write? I like the Ice King a lot. Because he's, I like the multi-dimensional characters. It's a lot of fun and easier to write. Yeah.
Hi, thanks so much for being here. I wanted to ask, how do you feel like attitudes are changing in American animation towards Japanese animation and towards Korean animation?
That's a very deep question. How does it change it from in American animation?
Well, so with Bee and Puppy Cat, there's a lot of influence of like 1980s Japanese animation. But also, you mentioned at the beginning that when Adventure Time was drafted, they wanted Lady Rainicorn to be speaking Korean, they wanted a Korean speaker for that. And we're seeing Korean pop culture, especially in music, like really making a resurgence in the West. So it seems like there's sort of a seismic shift. But I wonder if you have any insight into how it shows up in animation specifically.
I mean, I think having Korean-speaking character means Korea is getting well discovered. Because before it was all Japanese and then Japanese animation, and right now it's a lot of Korean movie and pop culture got introduced. So people start to getting know about it and then started using it. So I think this is really good. And I see a lot of crossover 3D and puppet style, which is very interesting. Also, that means a lot of people have access to see all the animation, like Atomic Boys and those like classic. And the design is, I think it's more like they got inspired by design. I don't think it's more like a storyline. Because when I see the Japanese animation, especially Miyazaki, is a lot slower than the American animation in these days. And I guess we have a lot of internet access, and then we can see, what's going on in the other side of the world, and then got inspired, which is I really enjoy.
Do you know if there's any chance that BMO will have his own feature film for like 30 minutes and go to the land of BMO, Simo, and the creator?
BMO and Simo and Demo? That's an awesome idea. You should write to Cartoon Network.
Like an extended version of BMO Noir.
I can just ask, but
Okay.
could you, it's more of a request, but could you say some lines from BMO and Lady Rainicorn for us?
Yeah, sure. Like, okay, I'll wait for you.
Yeah.
Ready?
That's a very good idea.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Who wants to play video games? Yay, BMO!
What about Lady Rainicorn?
안녕? B는 쟤 어디 갔어? 나 너네 어디 갔는지 정말 모르겠어. 빨리 찾아야 되는데. I say that I have to find the Finn and Jake where they are.
How did you react when you were asked to audition, when you were asked to audition for the Adventure Time?
You have to have a demo reel. Just record yourself to do different parts, and then record it and then send it to them if you can take some auditions.
How did they approach you for the part of BMO? Or was it something that you just tried for the show?
How did they put me, give me an audition for BMO? I think Penn liked my read for Lady Rainicorn, and then he thought I could try. So that's why I just read what I thought BMO would say. I was just lucky.
Follow-up question. Her question. She wanted to know how you felt to be asked to play Lady Rainicorn, like how it felt to be asked to audition or to asked to play her.
I mean, I was very nervous, and then that wasn't my, my goal or anything. I didn't even, expect it to happen. But I thought it's going to be really fun. And as a storyboard artist, when we pitch the show, we always do the voices, like different, character voices. So it's somehow related. So I was nervous, but it was fun.
Hi. Do you ever read to your kid in the voices, like in different voices, and does he have a favorite?
Oh, that's a good idea. I haven't done yet.
Based on your character's popularity on Adventure Time, would you, if asked, consider taking on a supporting role as one of the droids in the upcoming series Star Wars Rebels?
Oh, sure.
character to voice, Lady or BMO or Candy?
I like BMO, but I feel comfortable doing Lady Rainicorn. It's easier for me.
Have you been like randomly approached by a person who asked you to do BMO's voice or Lady Rainicorn in Korea or in the US?
I've been gone to some, the speaking thing or conference, and then people ask to the voice, BMO voice.
How do you, is it difficult for you to do the musical bits?
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, it was especially French song. Like, does anybody remember how does it go? Oh yeah, Feel Like You, Fighting with a Friend, that one. Yeah, that one is my first musical thing, and then it didn't go well at all. So they called me up later. We recorded the booths, and then they called me later, like, okay, let's do it again. But they couldn't bring me one more time because they had to pay. So I had to go to the composer's house, which is a friend's house, and then we recorded again, and line by line, and then put them together. That was first one was hard, and then later on, like, whenever the musical thing we have to record, they just basically sing a song and then record it and then send it to me in that day, in the recording day. So I have to listen and then just try to copy. And so it's a little bit hard than just say a line, but it's fun, especially when I see the episode and little BMO is sing a song. It's really cute.
Can you talk a little bit about what the work environment is like at Adventure Time and at Frederator Studios? It seems unusual because the storyboard artists also write the dialogue and also sometimes voice the characters, and there's a lot of webcomic artists who have been hired who don't have traditional animation experience. Is that typical, or is that an unusual environment?
Frederator Studio it's a little different. When we made the short, it wasn't Frederator Studio. It was underneath Nickelodeon. And then it's not unusual thing like writing dialogue and the storyboard is visuals that way at the Disney and the Phineas and Park that way too. So it's not unusual thing. And that's how SpongeBob got made as well. And Cartoon Network is the kind of a hub of those kind of format right now. This is Steven Universe is I think it's scripted, but regular show is also a board-driven show, so storyboard artists to write. And people, a lot of creators like Johnny, what's his name? The creator of a regular show is it JJ? Yeah, JJ. Thank you. You guys know more than me. JJ and Penn and everybody do the voice of characters, which makes sense because you write, so you hear the characters' voices when I write, and then this character probably talk in that way, so it's very natural for them. So that's getting really popular. The show Aquarius, the one I'm working on right now. So actually, creator is doing main character's voice as well.
Hi. So I was just wondering how close you are with the community of people that work with shows like Adventure Time, developing external things like video games or web series or what have you.
I think the Adventure Time crew is very close. I was in the first season, so I can't really tell that much. Especially video game is they developed after I left. But we had like drinking and roll kind of party that you kind of get together and drink each other. So we were hanging out a lot, and then that's how we usually write. Like you kind of joke around, and then they thought it's funny and stuff like that. So especially Cartoon Network is very casual work environments. Then usually you are friends of somebody, and then so become friends, and yeah, it's very fun.
Let's do it again. So if I remember correctly, you said that in Adventure Time you usually record the lines together for the show. Which voice actor would you say is the funniest or most creative, or the one that also on the side you learned the most?
John DiMaggio. He's amazing. I mean, he's always playing video game where he's record, kind of hiding in the corner, and then but he is amazing. He's really funny, and Tom Kenny is amazing. So when we record, if it's Tom and John in the record booth, always like laughing. And then Jeremy Shadi is a really good kid. He's a talented kid.
This is a strange question, but do you know why they are so interested in having eating sounds on the show all the time?
I don't know. They are very specific of some sounds and how you read, and even like popping and those sounds. I don't know, but it's I think those make show is really funny. But mostly it's. John came up with a really funny sound. He's really talented for that, and especially Kento's one, who's directing voices nowadays. He's pretty friendly with all the actors, so it's like kind of a joking around, like, why don't you try that one? And then they do something funny, and so I know it's kind of awful of your question. But they really into those specific little things.
Besides the manga and anime, do you like any video game too?
Actually, I don't really play video games. Any other questions?
Hello, I was wondering, could you call a friend of mine right now?
Call you a friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a big fan of Adventure Time, and he would love to hear from you.
Okay, what should I say?
Hello? That's a good start.
Okay. I am calling you. What's your friend's name? April? April. April. April? Okay. Can you do the speakerphone?
Does anybody else have any questions while it's not on? I have a question, actually. I have a question for everybody here. Who's your favorite between Lady Rainicorn and BMO? So we'll go with BMO first. You raise your hands. Who likes BMO more than Lady Rainicorn?
Yay!
All right. And Lady Rainicorn?
Awesome. Almost equal.
That's pretty close.
Oh my God.
Questions? Yeah.
There's no signal here.
No connection.
No, there's no signal. Keep calling up.
Anyways, thank you.
I'll give it a try. If they do another Fiona and Cake episode and have BMO in it, how would you imagine she would sound?
What if like another what?
If they do a Fiona and Cake episode,
A Fiona and Cake episode?
and how would BMO sound or be different
Yeah.
from the regular self?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think he will be same. Because he's the only one I could even change the gender.
Yeah, maybe football.
But people never say anything. Oh no, say same thing but with the same tone though. Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the shows that you've worked on, which is your favorite, just as the show itself?
I like them all. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're working on currently? The Clarence is the, I don't know if you guys ever seen the promo. I think it's up on Cartoon Network website now. I'm doing storyboard and writing for that show, and it's about a little boy who loves everything, but it's very positive bad boy going around and with his best pal Jeff and Sumo. I think you guys will love it.
Actually, I have my sister on the phone. Would you not mind if you speak with her?
Yeah,
She doesn't know that I'm gonna have her on the phone, but I'm gonna put her on speaker. So
What's her name?
Her name's Andrea. She's my sister, Andrea.
Andrea?
Yeah.
Does Andrea know me?
She is amazing.
Yes.
Do you know how to do a kickflip on a tech deck?
Can you show
I
me?
tried hundreds of times, I can never do it.
Hello, Andrea. Hello, this is BMO. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm Lady Rainicorn. Andrea, hi.
Do you have a question for her?
Why you're not here, Andrea? Do you have any question for me? Do you have any question for me?
Random question. Any random question? Any random question? Ask her what's her favorite show.
I like Adventure Time. Have you heard that? That's good.
Okay, we gotta go. Okay, I'll ask her that. Bye. Thank you.
Have you let your son watch any of the cartoons you made yet?
If I, sorry?
Let your son watch any of the cartoons you made yet?
Do you let your son watch cartoons?
Yeah.
My boy?
Yeah.
He's too young to watch anything. But yeah, I like to show the one I grew up with, like Miyazaki's stuff first.
So you chose your profession as storyboard artist, but are you going to continue developing yourself as a voice actress?
Yes, I like to.
depending upon your schedule and everything, you know, I understand you have professional commitments, but would you return to Kraken Con for next year?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to if you guys invite me again.
Yes. Love you, Nino.
I think you said you preferred storyboarding the character design, and why is that?
I think storyboard is more close to filmmaking than design. Design is cool too, but for me, like storyboard is you have to think about composition and acting and staging. So it's pretty much like very close to making your own short, which that's how I started the animation. I love to make a short, so that's why.
Do you have any favorite American movies like Shrek or Shrek 2?
Do you want me to say I like Shrek and Shrek 2? Yes. Yeah, you mean the animated movies? Yeah, I love the Pixar stuff. And Dragon was cool.
What would be a dream character for you to voice? Like what kind of type of character?
I love to do some badass character, kind of. Because I've been doing only like cutesy kind of voices, and then I guess I can't really versatile because I'm not really trained to be. And then sometimes they give me incidental character, like just say 1-2 lines, and most time I can't like, oh no, it just sounds like BMO, just do something different.
Is there a show or a movie from your childhood that you would have liked to do storyboards for?
Oh, Blade Runner.
Who would you like to voice in Blade Runner?
That creepy girl, cyborg.
Chris?
I know we have AI voices like Siri and Cortana for Microsoft. If a computer company asked you to do a BMO's voice, would you do it?
Oh yeah.
You randomly like do your voice acting around kids to see if they'll notice like, oh, I know that character.
No, I'm secretly bring around my BMO cell phone case. Is anybody going to strike the conversation with me? But it hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
Any other question?
I was just wondering, aside from going to CalArts, did you have any advice for getting into the animation industry or trying to get jobs at Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or even Federator? Just basic steps.
I think, I don't know, maybe it sounds radical a little bit, but very traditional way is you go into the school and then, you know, you get the portfolio and send it to the studio and hopefully they're going to call you back. But in this day, you guys have access, I mean, it's easy to make your own stuff, you know, and then put it in the web and everybody watching it. Then if you are really talented and have a good thing going on, then the studio going to call you. Somehow they find you and ask to work for them. Then you don't need to change your style, because usually if you get a job, then you have to draw like Adventure Time, look like you have to draw like, you know, Gravity Fall. But if you are really good and then you have your own voice, then they ask you to do your own show or something. Then you don't need to change your style. I think that's the best way to be, but that's probably really hard to be as well. But yeah, I think you should set the goal really high. One day I'm going to make my own cartoon or my thing going on. And then if it doesn't happen, then you have to pay the bill. So you send the portfolio and usually these days something different that you have to take the test. And if you are good, then they're going to bring you in. But that's my advice.
Okay, so this is a request from my sister. She wants to ask if you can sing the baking pancake song from Adventure Time.
That's not my song. It's the Jake's song.
That's okay. Can you try?
Well, how they go like a bake?
Wait for the lyrics for you.
Yeah.
It goes like.
Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what I'm gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I can do that. Do you have the lyrics?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I have it right here. Hang on.
Why don't he make him do that?
I don't have a Jake.
Hey, Andrea, I'm back here. Yeah, listen to this.
Can you do it with me?
Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake.
Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Woo!
Since we're into singing, can you do that BMO pregnant song?
That's we recorded like a year ago. How that go?
Again.
Oh, BMO. Why does pregnant?
Okay, for the whole ghost.
Do you have any other questions? Nope. Probably have time for just around one more question. What was the last one? That's here. You got it. Make it count.
Do you know if there's going to be another season of Gravity Falls and if you're going to be part of it?
I really like the show. I think it's really handsome show. And that Gravity Falls, behind the story is, after first season, we have really long hiatus, like almost, I think it's almost like 8 months off the job. And then they make the short between season to season. But as an artist, it's a long time to wait. So that's why I went to a different show. But yeah, I mean, I had fun, and then I wish I was there too for a second season. But I'm also glad to venture out for the new show as well.
All right, that's all the time we have. So thank you very much.